Hello everyone. Don't mind me. I'm trying a ponytail, and I'm not a ponytail kind of gal, actually. We're gonna switch this up. It is very hot in my studio. I don't think they believe in air conditioning. Alright, we're getting comfy. I'm gonna drink a bunch of water. It's summer. What you gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn on the fan. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Okay. There. Work smarter, not harder. Speaking of work, oh my gosh, segue. Today's timeless reading is career oriented. It is what's next in your career. And so I personally am excited about this because my career, and as that happened, y'all, I just pulled my phone out of my pocket and a dollar bill just fell on the ground. So you know what? How about we like incorporate this dollar today? What's next in your career? We love that. She cute. Now I need to take a new picture because like, I mean, this just makes sense, right? Make it make sense. I did. Now make it look cute. I'm doing. Now make it match. It's getting there. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's the picture. We're gonna do our usual thing where we take a nice big breath, and then on the exhale, we point to whatever pile we feel called to. All right, so ready? Big breath in. And exhale, which pile calls you. Okay, now we're gonna do one more big breath. And on the exhale, which card is drawing you in? All right, I look forward to seeing you guys in your pile. Timestamps are in the description, and I'll see you there. Okay? All right, bye! All right, so pile number 1. Hi, welcome. Today we are looking at what is next in your career. Dollar bills, y'all. Hopefully. I mean, I didn't take into consideration, what if something goes wrong? But I mean, that is also the case, you know? Okay, so I've been having a very good energy day, and like I'm feeling very like open and receptive to messages. So let's hear. I'm getting like a very go with the flow kind of energy. It's getting it's delicate, it's light. I think that's a good word to put it. It's like light, but it's warm. And like I just, this movement, I don't know, this movement feels very like, calling me, a little voice is calling me. Like you're almost like singing. Okay, so like I'm a Reiki master teacher, and whenever I get these like these bodily type of motions that are trying to like tell me things, okay, just stick with me for a second. The shoulders and the heart center is very family oriented usually, but because this is career, I'm feeling like there's something about like you're following your calling. Ooh, I just got chills with that one. Yay, love that for you. Confirmation. And then so you're following your calling because that song that came in my head also was, and you're looking up as well. So, and again, I got chills. So there's like a very positive energy here, forward momentum, following your path, like a very good path. It's very, it's in your feminine. So there's something like nurturing that's happening. And every time I do this, by the way, like I get these chills all over, man. Okay, and now I just heard, I'm wide awake. Ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the words, I'm sorry. I'm wide awake. So it's almost like you just found your calling, or you really are feeling in your lane of expertise. And I'm also getting this like this sense of graduation. There's something like okay, so awakening, ascending. You've gone on to a next level in some way. That's the sense I'm getting. Okay, now anyway, how about we dive into the cards? Your identifying card is the Two of Swords, which oftentimes is like describing like indecisiveness. And then I just heard, a little voice is calling me, calling me, calling me. So I think if you are sitting, because this is about what's happening in the future, I do see really beautiful things, warm connections, warm community in your future. But you might currently be feeling indecisive or drawn in a couple. No, I'm not hearing that. You might be feeling stuck. Why? I know it wants me to read more. Okay, so we've got the Raven. I usually think, I'm not going to judge it. Let's just put everything out. Also, I didn't mention this in like the introduction, but I did I wrote curated messages for each of the piles, and again, some of them were weird, and I have my phone handy because I feel like I'm gonna have to Google something because it's not my voice. I don't speak this way. I mean, I speak this is me. I'm speaking this way right now. But whatever I wrote on some of these cards, I'm like, okay, but what does that mean, and how am I supposed to, like, okay. So, but it's not my reading. It's yours. so let's do this together, okay? Camel. I got nothing with that. Where is my... Wow. Well, what the heck? Where did I put it? I'm afraid I left it at home. That's what we're dealing with right now. I'll be right back. I gotta look in my purse. Okay, good news. I found it. I found my book. Good news. Alright, so I'm definitely like feeling pulled in different directions and a bit scattered with this, but it could be me. Is it me? What? I'm not getting any messages right now. Okay. And like I said, I was having a very clear day. Okay, so you have Amethyst, and I think this is your energy, by the way. So I'm like, why am I not getting messages? What the heck? But your crystal is Amethyst, which is usually a signifier that y'all need to you need to get in with your third eye and like insight. And so even though the Two of Swords is often about like indecisiveness and feeling stuck energy, I am getting the stuck energy. I feel like you're healing something in regards to I just heard in how you play the game. So like maybe you're coming at business, or you got played in business. You're ungrounded. I'm getting this energy. You're ungrounded, which is why you're feeling stuck. There's like and I'm feeling heavy chest energy. So like if we're looking at like where you are right now as opposed to what's next, because what's next, good energy. We like it for you. We do. Like you're doing, yeah. Okay. But your current energy, it feels very grief-stricken. There's an injury that you need to heal. And so you're feeling stuck in this decision of how to heal and let go. I heard let go and grow, let go and grow. I'm hearing over and over, and I'm hearing that there is a need for support. I did get the sense like camel, especially in regards to business stuff and like trabajo, your job, negocio, business. Okay, I'm sorry. I just did Duolingo before this. Camel makes me think of hump day, and it makes me think of like, oh my gosh, you just got to get over the hump. But I think the hump is, it was in the past. It was in the recent past or distant past. Distant? For some it's distant, and that's all I'm hearing. For some it was distant. And that song is still coming. One little voice is calling me, calling me, calling me. So like the advice is like listen to that little voice, and it's your heart. Okay, can I? Sorry. I feel jumpy in this. I just got DMX in my head. They don't know who we be. They don't know who we be. Maybe. Is it the same song of like da-dun, 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 da-dun? I used to have such a big crush on DMX. I can't. Maybe it was, he had dogs a lot in this video, and I like a dog man. But anyway, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, so the grind. See, I'm still getting these messages now. Now it's making sense. DMX always strikes me as like very masculine energy, and like I just described, like, I like my man with dogs. So there's like this masculine, no, just listen to me. So there's like this masculine energy that I feel like you're actually torn between like going a softer route, which is your heart, I'm hearing, or just doing the grind and doing da-dun, 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 da-dun. And the answer is, one little voice is calling me, calling me, calling me. One little voice is calling me. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm gonna flesh it out a little bit, don't worry. But I do want to read this. Alright, what are you, camel? What's your energy, man? Banging on a trash can. Found it. It was like right where I was. Okay. This camel is in reverse, which means dehydrated, lacks vitality. I mean, yeah, there's this stuck energy. Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot with, I just heard that you don't think you can do it alone. There's something in business where you might want to like go and do it on your own, like follow your own path, like break away. I get the sense that you are in a job already, but it's paying the bills, or it's just a means to an end. It doesn't actually feel fulfilling. It doesn't actually like make you feel. I heard awakened. I wanted to say passionate, but I heard awakened specifically. It doesn't. So it can be, it's more draining than it is revitalizing. And there are certain, I feel like there are hobbies you might have. There's a track, there's a path that you enjoy, and you might only be doing it as like a volunteer endeavor. And then I just heard banging on a trash can. I wonder if you're a musician. That'd be cool. I love that for you. Da-da-da-da-dun-dun. But I'm still hearing that DMX. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. It's powerful energy, but it's angry. And you want that softness. Like you, okay, now I'm piecing things together. I'm seeing a lot of like physical work is coming out. Like the DMX song is very, it makes me feel like that. And then banging on a trash can. There's things with like hashing things out, or like banging things out, you know, like getting it done and out there. And we want this upright, strength upright. We want you to have some independence to go your own way. But right now it's in reverse. Oh Where did I? Oh, it's hiding. Okay, I found it. Don't mind my freak out. Strength. Struggle, anger, rage, pride. Yeah, I was picking that up. But we don't want that for you. We want, let me go back to it. We want inner calm, courage, control, patience. I'm led to inner calm. So we want you to get in touch with that more, that softer side, that feminine side. We want you to pull that energy back a little bit. And that's going to help your rage, your anger, your frustration, your feelings. I almost said fear. Your fears. I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, I just heard fears of support. Fears. It's interesting that, like, this pile, usually I get messages right away and it's not so, like, quiet. But every now and then I just get complete quiet where it's just like, and it feels more like a stunned silence, like not a shocked, that's not, it's like an overwhelmed, like you're staring at the wall like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Like kind of that silence. And so because you are so, I heard, distracted by work, by overworking, by draining yourself, it's really hard to focus on the good stuff that really, and I'm getting this sense of like juiciness, this like, and it's interesting because we got dehydrated. There's like a juiciness of life, like when a fruit is ripe. Like these are the images that are coming to my mind of just like pleasure in your life, as opposed to just grinding things out to get there. So what's next in your career? And now it's dancing. What are we doing? Okay, because you're unsure. It's still indecision. So it really is up to you what's going to happen. Okay, well, come on. What can I give them? Oh, you're not going to know until like you are sitting with yourself and like tuning into your third eye yourself. You're not going to be able to hear it. And maybe that's why I can't hear it. Rude. I like to know everything. Are you the same way? Probably. Interesting. All right, so what's next in your career? I'm still in this. I know I said that I heard like this warmth and stuff. What we want, what the guides want for you, what the universe wants for you is calm. It's that warmth. It's that nurturing to yourself. It's that following what really pulls you. Following the call. Following what really lights you up. And like awakens you and revitalizes you, as opposed to focusing all of your attention on the grind and getting mad because like you're not having like that balance of that other outlet. And eventually it might get to the point where like this main job you're in that's like just a grind or a means to an end, you'll start to steer more and more over to this side hustle idea or this other venture. And eventually you might be able to let that go. So this moment in time, what's next in your career is that you're feeling, you hear that there is a call. You've noticed something in your environment that really you connect with. And it also makes you see what you don't like in your current job. And so that's what's next in your career, is you're going to get more and more, it's like sifting sand? Why do I keep saying it like that? Why do I keep saying shand? Shifting sand. It's like shifting. Sifting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's like sifting sand. And like you're like, you know, you do this and you get the nice granule. I cannot speak in this one. Granules of sand and like the bigger stones up above. And so like you're starting to separate things and you're starting to see the value and compartmentalize and get a little bit more focused. So I don't want you to get too scared of your Two of Swords energy right now, which let's read about it just in case there's something that it wants me specifically to read for you. Intuition, compromise, indecision, and stalemate. Indecision. Yeah, it's just going right to indecision. So, okay, I'm glad. All right. I'm glad that you feel indecisive, but that's rough energy. But, all right, what were we saying? And then I just heard banging on a trash can. I think follow that outlet that really makes you feel calm and yet rejuvenated. And it could be music for you, because I'm getting Doug. You know, like I'm getting old cartoons too. There's like a connecting with your inner play, your inner child to play. There's a maybe a need to find childlike wonder, and that's usually in your calling energy. Maybe that's why I was getting the nurturing, like you have to treat yourself like your own child in a way, like nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Especially take care of yourself. I have not even read any of these, but let's go to King of Wands in reverse, and you got the kitty cat. Cat, I'm a kitty cat, and a dance, and a dance. King of Wands, I'm feeling drawn. What's up? Yeah, I know it's 20 minutes. I wanted to stop at 20 minutes. Well, look at us here. So I'm just gonna read these 2 cards that I pulled out, and then we'll see your curated message, and then we'll get going from there. Cool. King of Wands. I went right to it. Thank you. It's in reverse. Decisive is one thing. Impulsive and hasty is another. That kind of weakness comes across as ineffective and makes for a poor role model. The kitten will only be king once he has matured and worked to become dependable and trustworthy. And I'm still like behind reading that. I'm just hearing like this DMX. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Yeah, I feel like there's just pushing through, and that impulsiveness can be in that. And so it wants you to pull back your energy a bit and get more in your softer side. What are you? You're a 10 of giblets? Is it pentacles? It doesn't have it on it, so. Yes, I was right. 10 of pentacles. Upright. I'm very like decisive with this. Your success was not a flash in the pan. It's been a long process, and now you have complete fulfillment. Take note of the arched doorway here, a bridge that represents connection, love, and respect. So be generous. Good relationships and returning affection bring their own reasons to purr with contentment. And I just keep pushing strength. So lots of kitties for you. I'm cleaning up. It's all she wrote. However, I do have 2 cards that, okay, it wants me to keep those out. The curated, the curated message that I wrote down was sixpence on the Richard. And this is one of the ones that I have to like Google, because none the richer. See, I messed that up. 6pence, none the richer. Oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense now, because like it references richer. And I was like, what is 6? I wrote it. Y'all are gonna make fun of me. I wrote it down as 6pence. I got that part. 6pence on the Richard. Like what? On the Richard. But no, it's 6pence, none the richer. What does that mean? Okay, so it's a passage from C.S. Lewis's book, Mere Christianity. So if you're not Christian, don't worry about it. But it's a Christian alternative rock band. We know that. They're settled from Texas and settled in Tennessee. What means 6pence, none the richer? In the book, Lewis illustrates the dynamic between God and humans using the analogy of a child asking their father for 6pence, a small unit of British currency, to buy the father a birthday present. Aww. Interesting. Because the father provides the money in the first place, he is monetarily none the richer. When the child gives the gift back to him, The phrase highlights the concept that everything we have is ultimately provided by God, meaning we can never truly give him anything he doesn't already own. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so if you're not Christian, which is perfectly fine, you guys, okay? I was raised Christian-y with some, like, we followed the moon cycles, and we were very in tune with, like, Mother Earth and Gaia and stuff. So, like, it was like a mix between Christianity and, like, pagan, you know, a hodgepodge. I'm a hodgepodge. So, in that, I can respect many different religions, and I just find the value in, you know, okay, so, overall, that message is, you don't have to live your life by how you think God wants you to, or how you think how you think things should be going. This is how I'm interpreting it for you. It feels right. Okay? You can follow the life that lights you up, and that is perfectly okay. That is what life is about. And if you believe in God, and the Christian God specifically, this idea of, like, you know, what's his name? Jesus. He died for your sins, right? Okay, so he died so you could go live a fun life without sin or, you know, stuff like that. But oftentimes we interpret things like not being too generous as being sinful. And so there might be a relationship with money in here that, oh, okay, now it's leading me to the Raven. I'm feeling like there's like a bunch of people around you that said you could be religious. You could be like, I keep thinking like Catholic. If you're Catholic, there might be some Catholic guilt coming into play where like people say you have to repent, you have to do this, you have to do that. There are lots of rules, even though like the New Testament, Jesus and God, pretty chill, pretty like peace, love, and harmony. But the Old Testament God was very, I feel like there's a fear in here that you aren't good enough, whether it's religious or not. So thank you for sticking with me, and I hope that like the religion thing doesn't turn you off, because it turns a lot of people off here. Yeah, I keep hearing this sense like there's like a dogma, and money can be seen as a religion in a way. Like you might get a mindset about money that actually is keeping you stuck because it goes against what you truly, your heart and your soul truly believes, and the calling that you're going after. So that's the energy I'm getting. I'm now going to read your Raven. I just love that I messed this up and I still, like, it had such a beautiful message relating to money and stuff. Like, I love that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. I don't know. Yeah, and then I just heard, who will save your soul? Humans underestimate ravens. They are cunning and intelligent creatures who use tools to get what they want. It's no wonder most mythology refers to them as psychopomps. A psychopomp is a guide who leads the deceased to their resting place. Ravens have been heralds of the dying for as long as civilization can recall. If Raven has come to you today, it's time to get crafty. Use your intelligence to make a vital shift happen. Remember when I kept saying shift the sand? Shift! I'm sorry, I got excited there. Honor those who live in memory, set up an altar, and pay respect to the dead. It's time to get crafty with the situation and honor your ancestors. Interesting. Anything else? There is a lot with music in here because I keep tapping. Maybe you work on the computer a lot too. And now I'm getting piano. Interesting. Interesting. I just had a vision of, so I live in Erie, and we were in the path of totality with the eclipse like a year ago or 2 years ago. And I had made a video, like I recorded the actual eclipse, and I set it to some music that me and my husband wrote together. I mean, okay, no, wait. Okay, wait, don't come for me. We did not write it together, but we did like an arrangement and we recorded it together. It was definitely written by Mozart, not me. Cannot take credit for it, but it was Ode to Joy. And so like here I am, and instantly was like do 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 do. You get the idea. But that just like popped into my head. And the eclipse usually signifies like a big shift. And I just heard like something going into shadow and something becoming illuminated because of it. So that's what I heard for you. Pile number 1, that was your reading. It was your timeless reading. I hope that it gave you some clarity and confirmation. Okay? I do see good things happening for you. I see like fun. I do. And I feel this warmth for you. So, all right. If this resonated, just like let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear from people because like I don't know how I know how I feel I'm doing, but who knows? So if it did resonate with you, can you please let me know? Because like I'd like to start like a dialogue too. Okay. Bye number 1. You have a nice day. Go get your bag. Okay, bye. Hi, pile number 2. Okay. So I was already having some interesting things going on with the healing crystals. Oh no, don't do it. Okay, I'm here to let you know, like, no. Don't do it. Okay, so I've noticed occasionally whenever I am recording videos at my studio here, this place is technically haunted. And a couple readings ago, I lost like 1 or 2 of the videos that I recorded. And it bums me out, man. They like hijacked my computer and I'm noticing like a little bit of... So I think we have like a little bit of a spirit here with us at this time. Maybe I need to cleanse my energy. Or cleanse my space. Okay, dear angels and guides of the highest truth and compassion, please fill me with light, love, and healing. What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And who would you have me say it to? Okay, please clear this space. Give me a little bubble so that I can like channel this message for them. It's not fair to them, okay? They're showing up. I want a message for you. I want to give you your message. Okay? So please honor my space. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna drink some water too. Okay. But pile number 2, timeless reading. What's next in your career, huh? What's next? And we've got the Chariot in reverse was your identifier. Okay, so this pile is fun. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay. So I kind of noticed some of the cards as I picked them. And for this pile, you had, I used multiple decks. And you got, here, I'll show you. But you got the Fawn. And then you got the Devil in reverse. And then you have the King of Cups in reverse. But then you also have the Deer. And so you had the Deer and the Fawn came up. And I remember seeing that and going, I love that. Because like this deck is full of animals. But the Dreamscape Oracle has the occasional animal. So like the fact that you got both of the deer in them, I think is really interesting. I almost said cool, but I switched to interesting because there's like a thing. All right, now let me organize these. I also wrote curated messages for each of the piles, and they were weird. Some of them were, in fact, like the first pile that I did got one of the weird ones, and it turns out that I wrote it down wrong, and once I looked it up on Google, it made so much sense, and it was so cool. So that's all. So we'll see how this goes. This might be another one of the piles that I have to Google. So okay. All right, pile number 2. What's next in your career? And I went right to the 10 of Wands. Ugh. Is that next in your career? Oof, I'm just getting... I heard like a big sigh and just like a... and kind of like a relaxing. Like a, oh my god, it's over. And then I just heard fee, fi, fo, fum. And I also am still hearing, this was in the last pile as well, who will save your soul? Okay. All right, let's stay focused here. So then I also heard, okay, just listen to me. Deliver us from Prince of Egypt. But it's in the beginning. Like, it's like, but the sweat of my son. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Hello, people of mine, when you see the turn, bum, 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 deliver us. Okay, so like that, but it's the moment where I can't remember if we found out that they are actually like people that were enslaved or whether they were just like workers, like getting paid in Egypt. There's like a bit of like I remember there was controversy into like the actual history, but in the movie that I'm referencing, they depict them as enslaved. So there might be a sense of feeling, I heard a lot of things there. I heard taken advantage of, I heard put upon, I heard stuffed down, so like pushed down as well. So there's like a sense of like feeling overworked and belittled at the same time. Belittled? Overworked and taken advantage of. That's what I'm hearing. Which would make sense why the chariot is in reverse. Okay. I'm going to read about the chariot in reverse for you. Hello, people mine. Okay, so in reverse, it stands for aggression, self-doubt, defeat, and loss of control. I am led to doubt. But I'm not led, it's interesting, it says self-doubt, but I am just circling the word doubt. Oh, what's up? Doubt. Oh, interesting. Okay, so then it took me even smaller to OU, like an IOU. Like maybe someone said that they would give back, or they made a promise to you in a work setting, or like in a business collaboration or something like that, and you are doubting that they're ever going to pay up, is what I heard. Or, okay, now I'm hearing, or like there's not going to be a return on investment with the amount of energy you're putting into this job or vocation that you're going to get back. You doubt it. Hello, people of mine. Bum, bum. And so I'm getting the sense that you might be wishing for something else to come in. Help me. What should I go to? King of Cups. Okay. All right, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, in reverse. Your need for control can lead you to emotional vulnerability, which in turn can lead to behavior that runs the full gamut, from volatile to downright destructive. Use caution. Protect yourself from your own shortcomings. And now it led me directly to the Devil in reverse. Okay, turned around, it's even more obvious how easily the leash can be escaped. There is hope. There is hope. The dog can break free as we detach from our destructive patterns and scamper off. Go on, dog. Scamper off. And I mean, it makes sense because like the song that's just like, it's a banger too, by the way. The song in my head, Deliver Us, is really about like putting a prayer out there and hoping someone will save you. From yourself, I'm hearing. I heard needless anger, needless aggression, and then I just heard you poo-poo. Okay, so I think that's that doubt coming in. So you don't actually, you poo-poo people. And that can be like a devil energy of like dismissing. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So I'm feeling this need to, while you're waiting for something to change you, yeah, you're waiting for something to change you. You have the knowledge and you can do it yourself. You're feeling put upon because you're feeling like a lack of control in the situation. But what you're not seeing is that you do have full control over your destiny. I don't throw that word out very often. I don't say destiny. So that's why I was like, ah, destiny. But you don't feel like you're in control of your future. But you are. So why do you feel the Chariot energy? Deliver us from the promise. Hush now. I'm like jumping into different keys, which is unusual for me. Yeah, I'm led to the word control. It just pulled me into control. Defeat. Okay, can you help me read Fawn? Okay. Hush now, my baby, be still now, don't cry. Above the dun-dun-dun-dun. Do you remember my last lullaby? Okay, anyway, sorry, I love that song. Okay, fawn. Fawn is the term given to young deer in their first year. They are lighter colored, which helps them blend into their surroundings to survive. In many cultures, fawns symbolize new financial beginnings. They can also indicate when a significant life change is heading in your direction. Use fawn energy when you want to change your life outcomes. It is a good omen when fawn comes to visit you in this deck. Get ready for change to make its appearance, both good or bad. You may also want to look at your bank statements. How can you improve your monetary status at this time? Okay. Do you remember my last lullaby? Ever deliver us through. Okay, I'm gonna go to Ten of Wands here because even though I pointed to it a lot, I didn't actually read it. So let's see if anything sticks out for you. Burden, stress, oppression, accomplishment, oppression. So in some way you're feeling oppressed. And I know that you had some doubt about finances. Like maybe you don't think it's going to get better. You don't think that money is coming in. You don't think people that have kept or have made promises are going to continue to keep them or keep them at all. And then also, maybe it's you. Maybe you have a spending problem. Maybe you don't, the impulsiveness that might be coming in because of anger, and the King of Cups in reverse. There could be this energy of you don't believe in yourself to make a change that would really help you financially. And this energy is letting you know you have the tools, you just have to have the belief in yourself. You have to deliver yourself. You've got to just start making those steps one at a time. And now it wants me to read Deer upright. Do you remember my last lullaby? Deliver us soon. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So what I'm singing is actually a mother. It's the mom of Moses, right before she like shoved him off down the sent him off down the river. Oh, that makes sense now. The lyrics. river, deliver us. But yeah, the deer represents loving, intuitive, graceful, and the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life, I'm getting that, new life, draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. To bring into balance, nature and children. So there's like a connection with kids in here. Okay, I feel like if you're watching this, you might have a family and you're definitely feeling like this drain on your finances and this, not burden, what's the word I'm looking for? Responsibility put on your shoulders to make sure everyone has food and, you know, I almost said water, but paying the bills and like everyone is taken care of, and it feels like a lot of it is on your shoulders, or you feel like a lot of it is on your shoulders. And there's resentment. I'm now feeling like there's this build-up resentment, and it's definitely making you kind of like immature. King of Cups in reverse. Do you remember? Oh, right. So I did get another download where there might be a mother wound, like a mommy wound. Sorry. There might be a mother wound. In that movie, obviously, she sends Moses away down the river. And she's like, sorry, Moses, but it's to keep you safe. It's to keep you alive. But there could be like an abandonment wound. There could be codependency issues. Usually when I see fawn and deer, taken out of context of how these are displayed, it represents like a PTSD response. Like there's that fight, flight, or fawn. And fawn kind of like goes towards the pain, and it doesn't actually fix anything, and it doesn't save you, but you feel like oppressed. You feel stuck in it, like you have to do that to keep love or something like that. Do you remember? Oh yeah, so another thing that happened, like I know I mentioned it briefly, but I didn't go into it. Weird stuff was happening with these healing crystals when I tried to pull them out. This one wanted to stay hidden. This represents your voice. This represents like you speaking your truth of pain, of like feeling belittled, feeling oppressed. And you get that off your shoulders. You ask for support and it can come to you. I do think that the green, I don't remember what this healing crystal is, but I know that it, like green usually represents heart, abundance, and I mean, you know, we're talking about money, so there's that. All right, what is like, okay, I'm going to go right to the curated message now. I'm feeling rushed all of a sudden. Suffer and succotash. This was another one that I wrote down wrong, so let me double check that. However, the suffer part of it makes sense. Suffer and succotash. Yeah, see, it's not even finding it. I wasn't far off. Okay, suffering succotash. Classic exclamatory minced oath famously popularized by Looney Tunes. Sylvester the cat, to express surprise, dismay, or frustration. Okay, interesting. Many language historians believe it started as a euphemism for suffering savior during the Victorian era. People used it to avoid using a taboo or blasphemous phrase while still expressing strong emotion. So, you know, that would explain a lot, because it feels like you have to like change your words maybe, or you do change your words. You should change your words is what I'm hearing. You should change your words and the way you speak. And I'm still hearing like the mom calling out. Hey, And you know, I did say about the speaking and like wanting to hide your words. The suffer and succotash, he has a lisp. Sylvester the cat has a lisp. And I was having a lot of time, like, a hard time, like, getting some words out. And especially if there's, like, fawning energy where you're trying to present that things are okay, and then all of a sudden there's, like, an explosive anger because it's got to find an outlet somewhere. So, what do we believe in? You can release this. There is hope. You can do this. But you got to deliver yourself. You got to send your own baby Moses down the river and wish him luck that he'll survive. You're also the baby Moses and the mom at the same time, okay? Your mama, and if someone sent you away and there's like a wound there, or maybe like a job let you go at some point, and so now you're carrying this like this fear that your current job will just all of a sudden let you go or something like that. I'm just hearing hearing a whole community saying, deliver us, ba-da-dum, deliver us, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Interesting, because now I just saw smoking. I'm seeing vices. I gotta read Fawn again because, like, I feel like I'm missing something. I have nothing but this chance that you might. Financial beginnings. In many cultures, fawns symbolize new financial beginnings. Now it's leading me to Ten of Wands again. Woo! Accomplishment. Yeah, okay, so it's just over and over letting you know that you can do this, dude. Or lady girl. Lady girl. You can do this. Oh my gosh, you can do it. So stop suffering. Deliver yourself. You are strong. Face it head on. And now I'm cleaning up. But the main one you need to know is the Devil in reverse. This is going to help you towards the future. What's next in your career? There is hope. There is hope. Okay. So, pile number 2, that was your reading. Banger of a song. So thank you for that one. I love that song. I love that movie overall. Like, that's one of my favorite movies. When I taught Sunday school back in the day, I would make the kids watch it. I taught like 5-year-olds or something. Just because of the music. The music is fantastic. Okay? I mean, come on. Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Okay, anyway. Alright. Okay, bye. Pile number 2, there's hope. You got this. You can do this. Okay. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 3. I had to, like, instantly start recording, even though I wasn't done cleaning up, because instantly I was getting songs and stuff. As soon as I touched this pile, I heard, looks, 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 camera, bra, gra, sorry, wrong note, anyway, that always represents, because that's an earworm that I get, that always represents spiritual connection. So, and we also got, I'm pretty sure this is Sodalite. Let me double check. Let's go to Google. Sodalite. Sodalite. Yep, it's Sodalite. Does whatever Sodalite does. It says a rich royal blue, violet blue, feldspathoid mineral named for its high sodium content. It is often referred to as the poet's stone or stone of truth. This is the dawning of the age. Stone of logic, it's also known as. Primarily used to unite rational thought with deep intuition, clear the mind of confusion, and facilitate truthful, confident communication. Yeah, that makes sense. And I heard, blah, it's to the divine. Okay, let's move forward. Your identifying card was Temperance. Okay, and just to remind you, hi, it's a timeless reading, pile number 3, and it's what's next in your career. And we've got the dollar bill here representing us all. I also wrote curated messages for each pile, and some of them were weird. I think we got all the weird ones that I didn't know and I messed up writing, but that's why I have my phone here, because I was like, what? And once I looked them up, they made so much sense. They related, and it was just like, it was perfect. So, yeah. Pile number 3, I didn't even tap into your vibes, man, but I am getting this, like, powerful clearing of your hands, like, but also, like, you've risen above. There's, like, a confidence. There's, like, a... But I'm also getting, like, a little bit of impatience. Like, I just witnessed you, like, looking at your watch, almost like you're a boss. Ooh. But yeah, very powerful energies. Oh my god. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, look, we've got Temperance, Discernment. We've got Harpy Eagle, very powerful. And then the next one underneath, girl, was the Star. Like, what the heck? Okay, definitely boss babe. Woo! Powerful, powerful. There's a lot of reflection here. I think you're very choosy with words. Okay, we also have Strength in Reverse. Interesting, this came up for another reading. Oh. Oh, okay. Then we also have the Golden Egg, which I'm hearing Golden Ticket. So, my gosh, you've got some powerful energy. There are some big old vibes in this. You've got, like, you are, like, star kind of power. You are, like, you are an energy girl. Like, or, like, boy. Like, when you walk in a room, you have an energy. And I just heard palpable. So give me a second. What should we read first? Because, oh my god, I'm a little intimidated, to be honest. Harpy Eagle, we're going to read about. I feel a little judged by you. I feel a little looked down upon by you. Just a little bit. Or a lot bit. I'm feeling judged. Alright, give me a second though. Okay. The Harpy Eagle in the Dreamscape Oracle is a female from the American variety. Harpy Eagles are a sign that you need to change something in your life. They represent your strength and none of your weaknesses. The Harpy Eagle comes to you via visions in your sleep time and your waking days. When it appears, heed the message and take a good look at what is out of balance in your life. Take stock of your life. Are you where you want to be emotionally, physically, or financially? Now is the time to envision where you want to be and who you want in your life. Harness Harpy Eagle power when times are tough and you need some extra help to guide you to the other side. So the meaning overall is time to reassess your life and adjust accordingly. Listen to the messages Spirit is sending you. I think that there is a little bit of a haughtiness going on here. I heard disdain. I feel like you might be in the medical field. And I'm not saying that because I think doctors are like, you know, but I got the sense that there was like a, I don't know, I just got this message. I can't explain it, honestly. But like, I feel like, oh, sorry, I just heard like someone yelling at me, go to the beach. And I feel like the medical thing that I was hearing was actually a message for you to heal. So sometimes when medical stuff stands out to me, it's just an indicator that there's healing involved. It doesn't necessarily tell me which way. And then the fact that I heard, go to the beach. I heard that over and over. That was just really interesting. There is a lot of reflection in water. Okay, wants me to read the star, so I'm going to do that. I'm still, like, thrown by that. Go to the beach. Part of me wonders if, like, you being a boss or you being in charge of people, like, maybe you're even a teacher, but I feel like there's, like, this bluntness to you, which is why I was feeling intimidated. But there, And that's saying something because I'm quite blunt, honestly. Like, to intimidate me? What? But I'm getting this, like, mothering energy of, like, go do your homework. Like, that kind of energy, only it's go to the beach. Someone wants you to go to the beach. Someone wants you to, like, and then I just heard, oh my gosh, Queen, interesting, Queen, saying, having a good time, having a good time. So there's like you might be a little bit serious, which is what I was hearing and feeling. Like, I saw you checking your watch. I saw you kind of like looking, slightly kind of like looking down on others. Like, there's like the mothering, like, sternness to you, and like, go to the beach, relax. You don't have to, I heard you don't have to try so hard, but I don't feel like you're trying so hard. I feel like there is a control aspect in here that needs to be looked at. I feel like if you start to, it's like, shut up. Just read the star, Susie. Where are you at? Star. Renewal, hope, serenity, clarity. Yeah, I went right to serenity. All right, what else? I'm not getting anything right now. Strength in reverse, okay. Excuse me. Oh, it is kind of late, huh? Strength, found it. The card is a reminder to draw on the strength you may forget you have. Even house cats can roar. What, are you not in this energy? You're in temperance. You're in temperance energy? I heard you're developing the skill. Oh, okay. Balance, harmony, purpose, moderation. Moderation is what I'm led to. Oh. You're overworking. Stop it. I mean, that was obvious when I heard, go to the beach. But I'm like tapping on the golden egg. And I keep hearing, I got a golden ticket. I got a golden chance to make my day. And I'm still hearing, looks. So there's this need to get in, oh, now it makes sense. There's this need to get into connection with spirit, and the best place to do that is in nature. Go to the beach. You need to get to a state of just like living in the present moment, not looking ahead, not thinking about the future, even though this literally is about your future. Go to the beach. I don't know if someone in your life speaks that way, or like a passed over loved one or something like that. Go to the beach. Get yourself in the car and you get some peace in your mind. Okay. Then we also have the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of cups, pentacles. What are you called? 7 of. Then I just heard blame Canada. What? Why are we blaming Canada? Ooh, maybe there's like a lot of blaming other people or something. Oh, go to the beach. Maybe your cups. No. 7? Yes, your cups. 7 of cups. Sometimes in life it's not always clear what's reality and what's fantasy. You have a number of different paths ahead of you. Don't rush into a choice. The last thing you want is to pick a bowl and find it filled with less tasty treats. You're known for your instincts. Trust them. And so to do that, get into nature. Go to the beach. It specifically wants you near water. Focus on your strengths. It wants me to read Harpy Eagle again. Okay. Weaknesses. There might be a bit of, yeah, I mean, I am getting that. Remember when I mentioned about control issues? There could be a bit of perfectionism. You might have a perfectionist streak in you. and you need to relax. You need to pull back that energy. You need to get, like, you need to start focusing and, oh my God, you need to start focusing on your strengths more than the areas that you feel you're lacking. And the areas that you feel you're lacking, you will like fine tune and you will stare at and you will work on because you're awesome. But this reading, like, it wants you to go to the beach. It wants you to relax. It wants you to kind of pull that back a little bit, take a step back so that you can see a broader picture. You can get in tune with what you actually need and want. And then, like, you can connect your heart with your head, which is like that logic stone thing. Like, you got to connect with your heart though, because you're starting to get an edge and you're starting to not be kind. And I think, yeah. And so then I'm about to read your curated messages, which is destroy the non-believers. That's really interesting. Okay, now it wants me to read the golden egg, because what the heck does that mean, right? Golden egg. Candy Mountain. Oh, and then it just opened up to the unicorn too when I said that. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. That's so silly if you know the reference. If you know, you know. Filling with sweet sugary goodness. Black egg. You're the golden egg, though. Message at the center of the heart. The unstruck sound. Within the golden energy... Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern-day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with your very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. Being around water. Feelings. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell, like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been wanting to tell you. Go to the beach. And then I just heard, golden, golden. Cleaning up. Okay, but what about the destroy the non-believers? It's you, your doubt. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. You're focusing on your weaknesses. You're not believing in yourself. And so you need to get out of that, and you need to go heal near water. Go to the beach. That was clear as day. Anything else for pile number 3? Or do they get a short one? We're straight to the point because you like to be straight to the point. So, pile number 3, that's your reading. Yeah, good luck. Okay, enjoy the beach. Oh God. Okay. Hi, pile number 4. Hi. You're 4. Hi. That looked weird. Okay, pile number 4. Welcome to your timeless reading. Today, we're focused on what's next in your career. Career. So your healing stone that came out was Howlite, which is a very clearing energy. It's also abundant, especially for artists and creative spirits, I'm hearing, and I know. Okay. All right, I'm still getting cleaned up here because, like, I get messages so fast for the next pile that, like, now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record it as soon as I'm done with the other. Okay, so your identifying card for this reading is Justice Upright. And then we have the Selkie in reverse. She got boobies, so I'm covering them. And then you have the 11? What are you? A 9 of Cups in reverse. And we've got a 5, 6 of Swords, I think it is, because it's a kitty. 6 of Swords. Put that right there. Then you've got the Raccoon energy upright. And you have the 6 of Pentacles upright. And I also wrote curated messages. This is very spaced out exactly, like very... Okay. What's next in your career? All right. Okay. What should I read first? Okay, so we're gonna read, because like, okay. All right. Now I'm gonna drink some water. We're gonna take a moment. We're gonna settle in to this energy for a second, because like, I know some of these cards and what they represent, and I'm seeing a bit of a story here. Okay. Your identifying card was Justice. It's also known as like Libra. All right. So I'm getting this sense that you might work for a nonprofit. You might work with underprivileged people. You might work with demographics, minorities. I'm getting the sense that you help the poor and needy in some way. There's a lot here with, like, obviously with justice. There's a lot with, like, the justice system. But I do get this sense that there's, like, a helping the poor and the needy. Helping. There's a lot with, like, serving. And then also, the Selkie in reverse feels like a past hurt, like trauma. So you might be a therapist. You might be in the healing arts. You might be in a sense where... you might be a spiritual healer as well, but I feel like there's something with you help people who have been through a rough time or are going through a rough time. There's something where like you work a lot with people's shadows. There's warmth here with how you work with people's shadows, but there's also strength. So like there's like the sense of like growing out of something, growing out of trauma, growing out of hurt, and being in a position where you can now give back. That's what I'm hearing. The energy is very, here, like there's this shadowy past here, and there's this like, I heard righteousness. There's like this divine, there's like a mothering focus, a focus on nurturing, but it feels very grounded too. Usually whenever I get like the nurturing energy, it's very like third eye and it's very like heart centered. But this energy is very like both feet are on the floor. Like you've been through some stuff, you know some stuff, and now you're getting to work. That, wow, that actually feels like good. All right, I want to get chills though. I want to get a message that gives me chills to let me know that I'm on the understanding. So we're going to read 6 of Swords, I think it is, upright. I don't know where the swords are. I found them. Oh, I was right. It is 6 of Swords. Upright. Your past transgressions are behind you, even if the damage you've done is still glaringly apparent. Everyone can see those tears you've made with your claws. The tears you made with your claws. Whatever the next phase, know that it offers you some opportunity to calm down. It's a bit of a stretch, but if you just go with the flow, something more positive awaits. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Yeah, I can read the other cat one, which is I think it's the 9 of Cups. It is not the 9. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Yep, 9 of Cups. Okay, it's upright. The Nine of Cups is sometimes called the wish card, and it foretells a dream coming true, an abundance of joy, hope, gratitude, love. Growing intimacy may bring a new partner to your food bowl, regardless of the form it takes. It's well deserved and will bring great contentment. But this is a reading for money, so you're actually going to be getting a new job into the place, and it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. Fulfilled wishes and perhaps bellies are on your horizon. Ooh, that's good. So I wonder if like even like the poor and needy, it might be you at this time. Maybe you went through a situation, this just flipped in reverse. Maybe you went through a situation where you now don't have a job. Maybe you're unemployed and you're waiting for abundance to come in and you're not sure where it's coming or how it's getting to you. But you're focused on balance. You're focused on like the good stuff because you've been through worse. That's what I'm getting. Okay. It's leading me on a story here. So let's go back to, with swords. Oh my gosh. It's in reverse, yeah. Oh no. Nine of Swords? Nope. They look very similar. Okay, Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse now. Sometimes we aim to stretch, but our claws just get stuck in the carpet, making us feel a little trapped. You don't have to stay stuck, but you do have to take a good hard look at what you did to help create the circumstances. Justice. Oh, I put it down here. Justice. Truth, fairness, equality, and balance. Fairness. I wonder if you had like a karmic lesson. I just heard you put someone in their place, and then I just heard the greater good. For the greater good. Healing. Okay, so I just heard this message that your healing is next. Like, right now you're focused on healing. So you're in this transition period before any of this abundance that will come in has come in. So you might be in a really, like, tight, like, things are tight right now. And, like, you're making, like, maybe you're making a dollar bill really stretch and it feels uncomfortable. All right, and now it's drawing me to the Six of Pentacles, upright. Oh, yeah, that one right to it. Generosity, charity, empathy, and kindness. It's showing me justice. It's showing me Six of Pentacles. Charity. Oh. And it just led me to fair again. Oh, interesting. I just heard, okay, freak on a leash, which usually tells me root chakra trauma. Okay, I can't say that word, and I don't know why it popped in my head. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna share it because it could be relevant. You might work with a group of people that have experienced really traumatic, like domestic violence type stuff, but also like SA as well, because in my head I heard the word PED and I was like, what in the world? And so you might have experienced something in your childhood, or you know someone, or you're working with people that work with children, or you could be a lawyer. Okay, now okay, hold on. You work in the humanities. You work with humans. You work with people who have gone through rough things. And we've got the Selkie in reverse here. And usually when you think of the Selkie, or you think of mermaids and stuff like that, sirens, that kind of energy, there's this aspect of like they are oppressed and stuck and used for their voice. And you might have come out of a situation where, and you might have like been fully for it too, where you're just like, this is absolutely not for me. I do not stand by this. Have a good day. Goodbye. But it put financial struggle on your plate. And you are in a waiting period after making this decision, to your next step, career, path. Six of Pentacles again, it's pulling me in. Charity. So you work for a charity, or you did work for a charity, and you want fairness in a charity, which, I mean, there should be, but maybe you faced some corruption. The Selkie in reverse. Misery Bay, are you okay? Your sirens sing all day. You say you're fine, but really this time, are you okay? You make us smile. Okay, anyway, found it. In Scottish mythology, Selkies are shape-shifting creatures who can change from seals to humans by shedding their skin. Myths say that if a man finds a female Selkie's discarded skin, they can marry the Selkie while she's in her human body. The man hides the skin, trapping her against her true nature, never allowing her to return to the sea and her kin. The only way for a Selkie to receive her freedom is to find and take back her skin. Male Selkies are unusually handsome and lure women to them. They are also where we get the myth of merfolk. So it's feeling like your freedom is compromised. There is a loss of self-control. Past. So there's a lot with wearing a mask as well, or like keeping up a facade. Raccoon, they have a mask. They're also very, I almost said spooky, but you know, they have a dark side. Oh my goodness, there it is. Talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes, using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. So this is the energy. This in particular is what you kind of need to work through at this time. Fairness. Truth. What is the truth of the situation right now? You fake a smile, you in denial. Sorry, that's a song I wrote. This is a good stone for artists as well. So I think there's a lot here with expression, expressing the truth of something you went through and getting it off your chest and moving through it and moving past it so that you can then use it to heal other people. Like they can also gather strength from that. All right. Okay. And so I wrote curated messages for each of the groups, and pile number 4, yours, you got 2 songs. The first one was At Last. You know, like, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. Okay, but then also, lean on me when you're nothing, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. I want to read more about a Selkie. Represents the divided soul, delicate balance between our wild, authentic nature and the societal or domestic roles we play. In Celtic lore, she is the wild feminine soul, a creature of land and sea, innocent and beautiful, who cannot thrive in domesticity. Interesting. transformation, duality, and the untamed human spirit. Shedding a skin. Okay. Yeah. Shed the mask, shed the skin. Let the goodness in. Anything else here? This seems... Six of Pentacles. Charity. I just heard alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. I kind of want more for you. Can I pull anything else for them? Because, like, you guys have extra time, and I'm curious. Okay, so what's next in your career? Something's coming. You're going to be working for a charity. Strength in reverse. What in the world? Don't focus on your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. Okay, the reason I lost my cool there is literally 3 of the piles ended up with strength in reverse. So there might be something going on. Yeah, it's all coming down to, like, doubt, which makes sense. A lot of, like, our abundance and financial wounds are thinking that we can't do it and we won't be able to do it. So, but yeah, self-doubt, weakness, insecurity, low energy, raw emotions, struggle, and pride. Emotions is what I'm led to. Who will save your soul? Misery Bay. Okay, I got something very straightforward. You're going to create something that helps a lot of people. It's going to do well. That's it. You're going to create something that helps a lot of people. What are they going to create? What are they going to create? What are they going to create? Teamwork, creativity, collaboration, learning, building something, implementation. You're going to create, yeah, you're going to create creations. And then there is going to be temptation and stress. What's the temptation? Ambition. Ambition is going to be the temptation. So does that mean they shouldn't be working so hard? Trust. Yeah, I was led right to trust. Yeah, don't work so hard. Anything else, though? What if they're worried? What should they do if they're worried? Well, they already answered that. Lean on me. Yeah, self-care. What you should do if you're worried? Self-care, satisfaction, luxury, rewards, financial independence. So take care of yourself and the rest will fall in line. Focus on your strengths, focus on the joy, and let inspiration come to you as it plays out. You can have some discipline, I'm hearing, but it should be aimed towards self-care at this time. Definitely focus on healing because you're trying to release something, you're trying to take off your mask, you're trying to get in tune with how you share yourself with the world in this new space. Because you now truly understand that you want to be authentic and fair and honest and truthful, and like you want to show up as you and as you who went through a bunch of stuff, but it doesn't define you. It defines your career, I just heard. It defines your healing. It defines your healing. Okay. So, anything else? It turns Selkie upright. You will navigate this change. You will that's all I heard though. You will navigate this change. You will do okay. You will navigate this change. Have trust that things are working out. It's coming to you. focus on self-care and focus on like really building that faith and that trust and releasing doubt. Find ways to release doubt. Okay. All right. Pile number 4. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, your new job's here. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. All right. Bye, pile number 4.